I fell in love with the sport at the age of 14 and it teaches you a lot about etiquette, teaches you a lot about respect and basically everything that you need to know growing up. My name's Tom Wilde and I'm a professional golfer based at Castle Royal Golf and Country Club. So I turned professional 4 years ago, going into my 5th year as a pro now. My first year was really successful as a pro. I qualified for the Alps Tour and the Euro Pro together. They're both two satellite tours that offer up a Challenge Tour card if you finish in the top 5 in the order of merit. In my first year on the Alps Tour, I was lucky enough to grab a debut win.
Putt pour birdie. Et c'est dedans!
The Englishman just put the pressure on the Frenchman's shoulder.
Congratulations, Tom Wilde, England!
It was a fantastic experience. Shot 8 under in the final day to get into a playoff and won in the playoff after birding the first hole against Mathieu Pavon, who is now on the European Tour. So to be a professional golfer, you have to manage all aspects of your game. There's long game, short game, you've got your mid-irons, your gym work. It's turned into a game nowadays, it's a power game. So the gym plays a huge part in being able to compete out on tour. You know, people are hitting the ball further and further. So in order to compete, you have to make sure you put the same amount of time in the gym as you would do on the golf course. But on the golf course, you've got to manage your long game. You've got to learn how to hit it straight. You've got to learn how to hit it far. Your mid-irons, you have to be accurate, and your short game, you have to be precise. So in 2015, I was diagnosed with a back issue where I actually fractured my L3 vertebra, caused from overtraining and overpractice, especially through the winter months because you're hitting off mats and there's a lot of reverb through your back. Having putting all of that back into place and learning from my past experiences, I'm ready to attack 2018 with absolutely everything I've got, and I'm determined to be successful. Can't pursue a professional sport nowadays without being sponsored. What it does is it allows you to have the peace of mind to know that your travel expenses and entry fees are covered, and that way you know you can focus 100% on your game and just rise through the rankings, because that's ultimately your goal, to become one of the best in Europe. So if you've got that clear-cut path and you know your finances are taken care of and you've got a sponsor helping you, then that's how this is going to help.